Students, today I am going to review the question paper of higher secondary part first in the subject of physical education for the session annual regular soft zone 2023 of Jammu division. I hope that the solution of this question paper is helpful for the students those who are appearing in annual regular and biannual examination of UT J&K. Subject physical education, maximum marks 70. Time 3 hours. Section A, multiple choice questions. Each question carry 1 marks. Question number 1, physical education enables an individual to learn. Option first, friendship. Second, social adjustment. Third, honesty. Fourth, none of these. Answer is option second, social adjustment. Question number 2, the amount of air inspired or expired per breath is known as. Option first, body compositions. Second, tidal volume. Third, lungs volume. Fourth, brain volume. Answer is option second, tidal volume. Question number 3, anxiety means a disturbed state of. Option first, body. Second, play. Third, mind. Fourth, psychology. Answer is option third, mind. Question number 4, adverse effects of caffeine or. Option first, insomnia. Second, diarrhea. Third, anxiety and instability. Fourth, all of these. Answer is option first, insomnia. Question number 5, the height of pole in Kho from ground is. Option first, 120 centimeter to 125 centimeter. Second, 120 meter to 125 meter. Third, 120 feet to 125 feet. Fourth, 120 yard to 125 yard. Answer is option first, 120 centimeter to 125 centimeter. Question number 6, the distance between walk line to bonus line in kabaddi is. Option first, 1 feet. Second, 1 yard. Third, 1 meter. Fourth, none of these. Answer is option third, 1 meter. Question number 7, winter Olympic Games were introduced in the year. Option first, 1896. Second, 1900. Third, 1920. Fourth, 1924. Answer is option fourth, 1924. Question number 8, proteins are needed to build and maintain. Option first, muscle. Second, blood. Third, skin and bones. Fourth, all of these. Answer is option first, muscle. Section B, very short answer type questions. Each question carry 2 marks. Question number 9, briefly discuss Mocha Trophy. This question is selected from chapter number 7, National Games. The answer may be, this trophy was introduced by Government of India in 1956-57 in the memory of Abul Kalam Azad. He was former Education Minister of India. This trophy is presented to inter-university tournament the name of 4 universities recommended by the committee along with their score and calculation sheets. Guru Nanak Dev Universities has bagged trophy for 23 times out of 48 times. No other university in India has won. Or write a short note on national games. This question is also selected from chapter number 7 National Games. The answer may be the national games were earlier known as Indian Olympic Games. These were organized by any state under the aegis of Indian Olympic Association. First Indian Olympic Games were held Lahore in 1924. After 1938, they were named as a national games. Question number 10. How motivation is differ from achievement? This question is selected from chapter number 3 Psychological Aspects of Physical Education. The answer may be the difference between motivations and achievements are as listed below. Motivation refers to energizations and direction of behavior. Number 2, it encouraging and urging the students to perform best of their capabilities. Then achievement. First point, achievement refers to competency. Second, something that you have done successfully as especially through hard work or skill is known as achievement. Question number 11. State the role of self assessment in career choice. This question is selected from chapter number 4 Career Aspects in Physical Education. The answer may be the purpose of a self assessment is to help an individual know the extent of their abilities and to improve upon them. Question number 12. Mention 2 objectives of health education. This question is selected from chapter number 5 Health and Family Education. The answer may be the 2 objectives of health education are as listed below. Number 1, health education providing knowledge, developing positive attitudes towards health. 2, health education is to promote, maintain and improve individuals and community health. Then question number 13. Mention the purpose of short service line in badminton. This question is selected from chapter number 6 Concept of Major Games and Sports. The answer may be the purpose of short service in badminton or as listed below. A short serve or a low serve is used when you are aiming for the short service line in front of your opponent, hopefully preventing them from making an offensive shot. Often, this is good when competing in a double game. The size of short service from center line to short service is 6 feet 6 inch. Question number 14. Why women were not allowed to participate in ancient Olympic Games? This question is selected from chapter number 8 Olympic Games. The answer may be Greece was believed that women's place was definitely not on the sports field. Women were second class people like enslaved people and foreigners. The nudity suggests that women were forbidden because of problems with appearing naked men and probably has a lot to do with it. Question number 15. Write any 2 functions of diet. This question is selected from chapter number 9 Diet and its importance in physical education. The answer may be the 2 functions of diet are as listed below. Number 1, diet contains nutrients, substance essential for the growth, repair and maintenance of body tissues. 2, diet nutrients provide the energy for our body. Question number 16. Briefly define contusion. This question is selected from chapter number 10, Common Sports Injuries and Rehabilitation. The answer may be a region of injured tissue or skin in which blood capillaries have been ruptured, a bruises, a dark contusions on his cheek was beginning to swell. Question number 17. Mention dimensions of Kabaddi court. This question is selected from chapter number 6, Concept of Major Games and Sports. The answer may be length of the Kabaddi court for men 12.50 meters, breadth of the Kabaddi court for men 10 meter, distance of buck line from the center line in men 3.75 meter, distance between buck line to bonus line in men 1 meter, distance from bonus line to end line in men 1.50 meter, size of sitting block for men 8 meter into 1 meter. Question number 18. Draw a level diagram of badminton court with its dimension. This question is selected from chapter number 6, Concept of Major Games and Sports. The answer may be, first of all, draw a neat and clean diagram of badminton court with the help of pencil, scale, divider, etc. Then write its measurements such as length and breadth of badminton court for double game 44 into 20 feet, length and breadth of badminton court for single game 44 into 17 feet, height of the pole 5 feet 1 inch, height of the net at the center 5 feet. Section C, short answer type question. Each question carry 3 marks. Question number 19. What do you mean by physical education? Spot the same with appropriate definitions. This question is selected from chapter number 1, Concept of Physical Education. The answer may be, the word physical education is derived from two separate words, physical and education. Physical is relating to body and education means systematic instructions or training or preparation for life or for some particular task. According to Irwin, physical education is a program of physical activities that develops health in youth. Number 2, according to J.B. Nash, physical education is the sum of those experiences which come to the individual through movement. Or elaborate trends of physical education. This question is selected from chapter number 1, Concept of Physical Education. The answer may be, the 19th century was an extraordinary period of development in terms of both ideas about sports and fitness and physical education. Muscular activity and competition become not only acceptable but favorable. Moral development began to be tied to sport and fitness. Modern concept of physical education has given rise to a global perspective and has become one of the most viable factors in cross-culture integration. In 21st century, physical education is no more physical training, it pertaining to physical fitness alone. It is believed that physical education is contribute to physical, social, mental and intellectual for all-round development. Question number 20. Explain the human digestion process. This question is selected from chapter number 2, Physiological Aspects of Physical Education. The answer may be: the digestive system converts the food we eat into their simplest form, like glucose, amino acids, or fatty acids. The broken down food is then absorbed into the bloodstream from the small intestine, and the nutrients are carried to each cell in the body. Question number 21. Give the list of commonly misused drugs in sports. Explain any one. List. This question is selected from chapter number 5, Health and Family Education. The answer may be: list of commonly misused drugs are as under. Number 1, caffeine. Number 2, cocaine. Number 3, growth hormones. Number 4, diuretics. Number 5, anabolic steroids. Number 6, halogenous. Number 8, morphine. Number 9, amphetamines. Number 1, diuretics. Explanation of diuretics: it eliminates fluid from the body. The person reduces body weight in very short period. This type of drugs is used by the boxing, judo and wrestler. It reduces the natural appetite. Question number 22. Elaborate the difference between psychology and sports psychology. This question is selected from chapter number 3, Psychological Aspects of Physical Education. The answer may be: the difference between psychology and the sports psychology are as listed below. First of all, psychology. It is the scientific study of the mind and behavior of the individual. Then sports psychology. Sports psychology is a proficiency that uses psychological knowledge and skills to address optimal performance and well-being of the athletes. Question number 23. Write a detailed note on School Games Federation of India. This question is selected from Olympic Games chapter number 8. The answer may be: School Games Federation of India organizes games or competitions for girls and boys at national level. It also affiliated to the Indian Olympic Association. It works for the physical welfare of schools, boys and girls of India. The first national games was held in 1924 at Lahore. Question number 24. Discuss Drona Acharya Award. This question is selected from chapter number 7, National Games. The answer may be: it is officially called the Drona Acharya Award for outstanding coaches in sports and games, for coaches who help athletes achieve excellence over a period of 4 years. The awardees are dedicated by the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports. Question number 25. Describe the historical background of ancient Olympic Games. This question is selected from chapter number 8, Olympic Games. The answer may be: Olympic Games were held in 776 BC at Olympia, in small township about 220 miles from Athens, capital city of Greece. Giant statue of god Zeus 40 feet high. The statue was said to be of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. The ceremony of Olympic Games begins from the new moon day in July after 4 years. Any war or disputes that might be taking place among the city states would be stopped at once and a truce would be declared. Question number 26. What are the various effects of exercises on muscular system? This question is selected from chapter number 2, Physiological Aspects of Physical Education. The answer may be: few effects of exercises on muscular system are as listed below. Number 1, gain in strength. Number 2, body composition changes. 3, increase in muscle mass. 4. Efficient use of diet. 5. Proper shape of the body. 6. Better neuromuscular coordination. 7. Develop endurance. 8. Lactic acid tolerance increased. 9. Muscle thickness increased. 10. Faster recovery from injury. Explain all these points into 2 to 3 lines. Question number 27. Discuss the relationship of physical education with general educations. This question is selected from chapter number 1, Concept of Physical Education. The answer may be: physical education is the integral part of the general education, which promotes harmonious growth and development. Through vigorous muscular activity, a person modifies his behavior. A person becomes physically, mentally, socially, and emotionally adjusted to the society. A person improves and strengthens his body through physical education. Physical education teaches children the concept of teamwork, and being a team member provides them a feeling of identity. Section D. Long answer type questions. Each question carry 5 marks. Question number 28. What are the categories of nutrients? Explain in detail. This question is selected from chapter number 9, Diet and its importance in physical education. The answer may be: there are more than 40 different kinds of nutrients in food. They can generally classified into the following 7 major groups. Number 1, carbohydrates. 2, proteins. 3, fats. 4, vitamins. 5, minerals. 6, dietary fiber. 7, water. Then explanation of carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are the main source of energy. Carbohydrates are providing fuel to the body. Then fats, the soft white substance under the skins of animals and people. The source of fats are butter, cream, etc. Proteins, a substance found in food such as meat, fish, eggs, and beans. It is important for helping people and animals to grow and be healthy. Vitamins. Vitamins are substances that our bodies need develop and function normally. Vitamins B, C, A, D, E, and K are fat soluble. Then minerals. A mineral is composed of single element or compound. Almost all the essential are present in green leafy vegetables. Water. Water is an inorganic liquid substance made of two elements, hydrogen and oxygen, in the ratio of 2:1. Roughage. Roughage consists of mainly cellulose and smaller quantities of hemicellulose. Or, what do you know about obesity? What are its causes and how to prevent it? This question is selected from chapter number 9, Diet and its importance in physical education. The answer may be: first of all, introduction of obesity. It is a neutral disorder whereby a person becomes bulky and overweight due to excessive of fats in the body. A person having obesity is called obese or fat. Causes of obesity. Few causes of obesity are as listed below. Number 1, hormonal imbalance. 2, age factor. 3, overnutrition. 4, genetic disorder. 5, economic status. 6, eating a lot of junk food. 7, drinking of alcohol. 8, sedentary habit. 9, stress. 10, eating lot of sweets. Prevention. Few preventive steps taken to avoid obesity are as listed below. Number 1, choosing healthier foods. 2. Limiting unhealthy foods. 3. Limiting television time. 4. Increase fruit and vegetables intake. 5. Encourage physical activity. Question number 29. Define sports injuries. Describe any 5 sports injuries in detail. This question is selected from chapter number 10, Common Sports Injuries and Rehabilitation. The answer may be: sports injuries is the kind of injuries that most commonly occur during sports or exercise, but they are not limited to athletes. Sprain, strain, dislocation, fracture, muscle pull. Explain all these 5 injuries into 2 to 3 lines, or define fracture and dislocation. Explain the types of fracture and its handling. This question is selected from chapter number 10, Common Sports Injuries and Rehabilitation. The answer may be: fracture, when a bone break or crack, is known as fracture. Dislocation. A dislocation is an injury to a joint, a place where 2 or more of your bones come together, in which the ends of your bone are forced from their normal positions. Then, types of fracture. There are 7 types of fracture. Number 1, green stick fracture. 2, comminuted fracture. 3, impacted fracture. 4, simple fracture. 5, compound fracture. 6, complicated fracture. 7, depressed fracture. Explain all these 7 types of fracture into 2 to 3 lines. Question number 30. Discuss the various career opportunities with reference to the nature of job for each opportunity. This question is selected from chapter number 4, Career Aspects in Physical Education. The answer may be: as a coach. Number 2, as a personal trainer. Number 3, as a instructor. Number 4, as a journalist. 5, as a physical education teacher. 6, as a physical education lecturer. 7, as a commentator. 8, as a administrator. 9, as a biomechanist. 10, as a sports reporter. Explain all these points into 2 to 3 lines, or define the various courses of physical education in detail. This question is also selected from chapter number 4, Career Aspect in Physical Education. The answer may be: the few courses in physical education are as listed below. Number 1, CPED. This course is completed after matriculation. 2, 4 years BPE degree after higher secondary part 2nd. 3, 2 years DPED or BPED after graduation. 4, master degree in physical education after BPED or DPED or BP. 5, PhD in physical education after MPED. 6, NIS after graduations. Thanks and have a nice day, my dear students.